All right. Yeah, shrine. We're gonna try shrine time. Cool. Hoping to get a laundry room before we get to this other stuff. Sure. Why does it not show up, man? I'm at the point that if like all of the rooms that they all need to be moved out of out of that because this is silly. It shouldn't take this long to just get what I want. It just shouldn't. I mean, I'll eventually run out of common room or anything near common. Actually, nothing in the house. Might as well set it to high. What does it matter at this point? Fantastic. I suppose that's useful. Fantastic. We've still not found what I want. Okay, perfect. Like 3 things. Kind of awful. Watering can, some garbage tea I don't care about. There we go. Took forever, man. All right. Oops. So now I want to produce what exactly? Well, really, I want to know why. We don't have a lot of steps left. Jeez. It could be 8 a.m. before 4:05. I don't have the money. I'm an idiot. Okay. I need to come back with coin. Oops. Since we don't have a freezer allowance. Pretty sure I picked up my allowance, yeah. What can I get out of this room? Food. I have enough steps to get back to the front. I need money or I need food. Any of these colors do anything for me? Probably blue. I'm gonna re-roll a bunch. Grove gets me the money, so we'll do that. Now I can roll kitchen or commissary, dining hall. Yeah, whatever. Fantastic. Don't care. Don't care. None of these numbers make any sense, right? None of them make sense. They appear to be a useful pattern. So now I'm down to 3 steps. So we need something that gives me enough food. Even if this is kitchen. Showroom's not very useful. Kinda has to be the kitchen. They'll at least get us enough steps to keep going. What I get for picking the weight room now. But now I have enough steps. Use the telescope and look at this. It doesn't even look like he has any graffiti on it. What was the first room? Delete it. Man, the game really wants to put the archive there. Show me this again. Oh, I didn't put the money in the thing. What are my choices here? Spare room. Walk-in closet. Nook. Storeroom. Spare, walk, nook, store, nurse, gal. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with that. Okay, nobody look. Nobody look. Is there a year on these? 1954. 1954. They all say 1954. B. 1954. What year was he actually born? Okay. It's important to the game because it's not his actual birth date. God damn it, this room's still important. I don't know what to do with that. Is that supposed to be a core? 1 plus 9. No. 1 plus 9 times 5 divided by 4? No. Times 4 is just 8? Is B 8? B kind of looks like an 8. I don't know. This is one of those that I feel I've been misled because I don't have all of the things. We know this is Manson's not real birth year. I wonder if anyone's actually checked that. Because that's honestly really funny. So basically, I'm looking for clues in the rooms that have special attention now. I currently do not have a shovel. You know what? Let me see this storeroom. I'm beginning to think that there's something going on there. Is there anything else in this room? So we have the swim bird in there. Wonder what year that book was published. That's great. Is there anything else interesting in this room? Looking for letters. I'm also looking for letters. The other kind of letters. There's a horse in here. Mess of other garbage. Globe. The thing is, I don't see anything else lettering wise in this room. You get a shovel. Like, okay. Okay. Is there anything in the nook that would give me a date? You know, Great Hall was actually a really good choice. And I just kind of decided to not take that. Eel aquarium's okay. Hoping for something there, I got nothing. Yeah, I can go for this. Probably Moon Pendant Plus. Yeah, that's pretty good. So your garden key wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, drawing room's fine. Oh man, Gilder went live. Oh dear. I'm not gonna go for very long. Whoa! Since when? Since what is that just here? Yeah, I kind of want to look at this again. That's great. Right there. And there is nothing in this closet. No, there's nothing in there, man. Unless I have to get a different one. We've still not found a shovel. Hello. Got the shovel. What is interesting on this? Basically nothing. Pool's probably okay here. Adds rooms I don't want. Billiard room, billiard room. What else interesting is in this room? I don't think I found the year. I don't think I've ever found anything in this room that would suggest a year. Honk. We've never found a copy of the Red Prince with the copyright date on it. But the attic tells us the date that she tried to publish it. Otherwise, I don't really see anything here. Give me some food in here. Yes. Yeah, I need to go back anyway, so let's go back. What in this room would have a date? Nothing really on that. No arrows. I just don't really see anything. Oh wow, you're allowed to go up to 80 now. Oh shoot. Okay, so I need something that actually starts going in a different direction. Paragon of Ash. That appears to be an important note for later. I think I already reread this. Because it was on this. Yeah. Rotunda at least plays. You know, what would happen if I tried to put the Secret Garden in there? Would it actually work or would it break the game? If I don't get Foyer, I'm kind of okay with that. Dang. One, 5, 5, 3. It's an interesting shadow. Should be writing down the rooms that I feel are pretty thorough. They don't have anything in them. Come on, game. Coffers, 8 gems, don't care. Alright, I gotta somehow put this map back. And where am I headed? To put the map back in the coat check. So we put room 46 there. Oops. Looks like the Swan Point South, my man. Let's see what this silliness is. And then I'm just gonna probably stop for now. It spawned. It spawned in the distance. Whoa! What the hell is this? The hell? Is this a glitch? What the hell? It's okay, that don't work. What the hell is this? So what other room has a big extended piece? Is it because of the antechamber? And that's all she wrote. I will make them all point at him though. I'm back where we started. So foyer? Why is this all messed up? Like, what are you? Even this is all bugged. Weird. Making a backup of this save. Doggy bomb. It's an old build. I want a foyer. I want the foyer. Great Hall would actually be kind of interesting, but it's not. It's not oversized, right? I don't think I've tried tunnel. Give me a coat check first and a shovel before we give up on this day. Sure. No hallways left. Sure. Probably didn't need to do this. I should have just taken the coat check. Oh, hey Jinsoku. Oh, good, 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 good. Good to hear. Did a day one run after 3 days. Is this 3 days? Good. Congrats. I'm like super endgamey. Worst mode. Yeah. We almost got a day one run in an hour, and then I gave up on it. It's just not that important to me at all. You know what? Let me see this. Oh, of course it's in here. Of course. Yeah. I haven't finished the regular game, so I figured all that, if I'm still interested, would be after I finish all of the puzzles in the game. Of course this is in this room too. It's in every one of these rooms, man. And I just don't know why. What is in here that would get me a date? What in here has a date? Anything. Anything indicative of a date. I got nothing. This room is the misnomer. Besides trying to attach the room to... I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I do not know probably what you're talking about. I need to go back and get my coat check. No, I do not know all of the puzzles in the game. And I've on purpose not participated with whatever group that's collaborating together. All of the things that I know have been found on my own without any hints. It's a little bit discombobulated now because I was playing a version of the game that wasn't fully released yet. Some things were changed and some puzzles and things have been crossed. So I'm trying to unwind some of the issues that I ran into because I'm still missing some of the clues I think that I had in the past, or my file has not progressed to a particular point. Um, I'm also like dealing with a kidney transplant, and I've been running around dealing with that. So like, I've been enjoying people play through the game. I've not been able to do everything. Assuming that you've seen everything there probably is to be seen, I will show you where I am at. And I'm pretty sure there's a reason why I've not solved this puzzle, and it's probably has to do with the way that I was maybe given some misleading clues. Because I have about 4 different puzzles going on right now, and it's not clear which it is. I'm fairly confident that there is an item that I need. Let's go dig this up. I'm very confident that there is an item that I've yet to see in the game that's a scepter. Don't tell me if there is one or not. But I found a clue that basically said, here's a bunch of items that you need to do the one room that you know about now. But I don't really have a way to activate that room. And I appear to be looking for some missing letters around the house. Come on, be more Baron Bafflers. Hit me. Potentially. Wow, this was disappointing. This was honestly disappointing. I figured all this time I've been waiting for this stupid room to ever show up again. Thank you. There's nothing in this room. I'll put it in my notes that we dug this room up and got nothing. There's been a few rooms that I've dug up that have messed up animations, and I actually need to ask somebody if that's actually an issue with the game or if that is indicative that I should dig it up later after something else has happened. At any rate, we need to put this treasure map back. We're slowly digging up all of the rooms because something was either changed or just somehow I never dug up the bedroom. I have solved the Baron Baffler. I don't have anywhere to use it. I've tried using it in reasonable locations. Using mechanics you do know. Well, my treasure trove is commonplace, so money and yeah. Treasure trove is super good. What is this? What is this? Okay, we found something. Really? Really? I don't think any... I'm looking for letters to go with the numbers. I don't see anything that... I'm going to take a picture of this, but I don't think I have anything to actually do. I don't think this does anything. I don't think it's a red herring at all. I think you may just not be there yet. I don't know. I thought it was incredibly close. That was a really hard puzzle. I mean, it was definitely solvable, but I appreciated that it was not easily brute forceable. I had to try some things to get there. So I really did like that puzzle. I don't know why I keep drawing rooms. I'm just going to go rest in the foyer and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think we've actually tried some things on the... The only question is would they be capitalized or not? That's something we don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel there's a way that that's going to be used later. I just don't really know what that is yet. So this is the part that I'm actually one of the angles that I'm at. And one of the issues I have is that I believe I'm missing clues that I need for it. Um, there's no RNG in this game. There just isn't. And I'm glad you got to the point that there isn't RNG. You see, I could just... Yeah, okay, maybe I have to re-roll the day, but I can basically do whatever I want. At least within like the game context. And it also... It helps me from avoiding to do really, really silly things. Because... But this is where I'm at. No, I don't think day one's RNG either. I found something deterministic. So if I wanted to write down when I create a new file, I can write down what rooms happen. Um, but it, how do I say it? If you really wanted to win the game on day one, I'm pretty sure there's a way to consistently and accurately win on day one. Because if you pull the rooms in the same way, you're going to get the same draft list. So you can basically rig it. But this is what I'm at. This guy is a clock. This whole castle thing is important. Something has happened where I'm either missing part of this puzzle or the clues that I need to convert letters to numbers don't exist currently. Something. So I have plenty of ideas. I've tried many things. Apparently, it's not very difficult. I don't want to know its difficulty, but that is one angle that I am currently trying to figure out, and I am now at the point of needing to recheck everything, keeping in mind that things were added and adjusted in the game for me that didn't exist before. So it basically means I have to loop back to everything from the start of the game to conclude that certain areas don't have any clues or there's no interactivity or anything. So it's basically become a bit tedious, and I've just been very busy with life. So it'll eventually be found. It's just not been found yet. But I'm collecting many, many clues for other puzzles. I have found, um, I think the one room in the house that all of the rooms can appear in is the outer room. I do have the full, well, yeah, don't, like I said, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I have many things to put together. It's just that the things that I put together that are reasonable based on what I have do not work. And there's no indication of the number of things that have to be entered. And I, so I'm currently working on the premise that I'm missing a clue. I have gone completely around the clock. I've tried matching it with the current moving time. There's something big that I'm missing, because there's no way. You either need the whole castle thing, or you need. I already have all the times written down, and I've tried all of those. There's no indication that any of them are correct or partially correct, so it can't be that hard. But going around each individual minute didn't give me anything. Just to have any idea like what is a correct number. So I really don't think the puzzle's hard. I think it's just based on how the game presented me to that puzzle and what I know getting here has caused a problem that is probably unique to me. And once I conclude that I've had enough, I may ask for a nudge for somebody I know that has solved it, because I basically just to lower the search space of. I think I missed like for instance the tomb was also kind of changed, and a lot of people solved the tomb like immediately. Tomb was actually one of the last things that I solved. It wasn't important to solve it for what I did, but that was a thing. I would really like to do tunnel, but it's so hard for me to get foyer. If we put the thing away, yeah, yeah, I'm sure I'll get it. It might be after the transplant at this point though, because I've really been a stickler. I don't want to know, but but I threw my ideas by somebody that's already passed it, who was one of the testers. That was like, yeah, this might be bad. So, but I mean, I did find more letters that I didn't have before. So, I solved it via another puzzle. This is going to be foyer. But I won't tell you more about it then. It's a good puzzle. People solved it like immediately, and I'm like, wow, wow. Oh, you know what? I might just crash it on this. Damn it! It's blasted in. There were arrows. The arrows pointed at things. Wow, scam, absolute scam. And these are all the same. Do you now? Major Nicholas Key 4. Yeah. Okay, so Foyer was a complete bust. Putting the rumpus room here was pointless. At least this one didn't really break the game as much. That's kind of a weird artifact. I drafted something else and it totally broke the game. Okay, well, there's nothing here. Just give up. Be done for the day. I have one more blessing of the monk. Close, so close, but yet so far. Are there any other unusual floor plans to put there? Tunnel. Let's see if we can get tunnel. I don't even want to save foyer. Cares. Does tunnel have a cost? Doesn't say it has a cost. I have not done tunnel yet. I'm gonna try tunnel. Because that one does have a little bit of an awkward shape. I've also not done secret passage, but I'm gonna assume it's just been, you know, it's just caved in. What else is interesting to put out there? Have we put lost and found out there? No. I don't think that that's going to be particularly special, but we'll put it in the list. Closed exhibit. I will have a peek at. Just kind of making a list of rooms I want to put out there. Interesting. Anything else I want to put in there? The garage would be really funny. Wow, garage would be really funny. What else can I put out here? I don't know if we want to check a boiler room. Good luck. No, I already got a plan with somebody. They already figured out. They know all the things apparently. They're working with the Misters or some group. Uh, we've already figured out exactly what I may need, even though I know nothing about it. But you have a good luck. Yeah, thank you. Right now we haven't we're gonna be scheduling it in a couple weeks. It's probably gonna be about mid-August, and we're wrapping up getting like needed vaccines and things as much as we can pile in prior to doing it. Making sure I have like boosted stuff because there's certain vaccines I can't get in the future, and they also are more effective now than they'll ever be. So giving my immune system a chance to know what stuff is before it's hit, but should be good. Should be good. No, I MFF has still never apologized or made any effort, so no. IFC I'd like to make. Given the current schedule of things, I don't know for sure on IFC. Anthrocon should happen. IFC is kind of up in the air. We're moving forward as if I will be there, but it might be kind of a weird year. I might have somebody else write the game shows. I might play in them because I'm either going to be recovering or really distracted handling the last few steps of this kind of stuff. Um, but it kind of depends when the surgery actually is. And at the moment, it's right almost, it could be right on top of IFC. But once we set the date, then that's, we may not even set the date in 2 weeks. We may just, again, use a floating target and then set the date like a month away so that everyone could be You know, so oh, good. Well, thank you. Yeah, worse. I mean, if I can make it and we it somehow something gets affected, basically, well, you know, maybe I'll get a chance to play some of the games. Maybe we'll just do a little bit less. It's just the amount of time that I may have to do. You know how hard I go with my shows and stuff. I would like there to be something fun to do that's close, but it's hard finding people that are interested in like writing and kind of doing it the Iggy way. Everyone kind of wants to. It's a very Willy Wonka thing. But worst case scenario, I will pull out the '80s version and we'll just play that maybe. I don't know, but that's all kind of being figured out. It really just depends how I'm feeling, and then yeah, I don't know if we ever. Apparently, IFC is going to be really really jammed, so we're just going to try to have at least a few things to do and go from there. No foyer, man. What am I here for? But yeah, thanks for the support and all that. But yeah, hopefully we get to like what you call it next year. Like MCFC should be we should be golden. We everything should really have already flipped over by that time. So it's just what does the next 6 months look like becomes a little bit murky after AC. Why can't something just be on the back of this? I found this. I don't know what this does, but that's there. One time I pointed out this stuff to the dev, and the dev was like, I mean, we've met a few times. I mean, I try not to think of it like that. I'm glad you're in a better headspace, for sure. Yeah. Don't be a stranger. Yeah. No, there was nothing on the back of that. So you got me. I'm trying to think of every single room that has, you know, that I haven't fully. This room bothers me. Like even this kind of stuff is the stuff I'm looking for. I've tried doing stuff with this, got nowhere with it. You know, in all due honesty, we never actually tried that, did we? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go try this silliness. Oh, dude. A lot of cons have gotten hopefully better with that kind of stuff. So like mostly for me is a mobility issue. Yeah. Oops, the wrong way. But like you could always just let them know and it's like, can you just like, you know, have me just come down when it's time for me to do it or something? But they're usually if you let them know, they usually do a pretty good job of accommodating. At least the cons that I go to. And that's something that I always constantly remind the staff that I help with about. And part of the reason I can do the cons we're talking about is because they can help me with, you know, just making sure that I can get up and back to places. Because as you might imagine, it's not impossible, but it can definitely be made a lot more difficult, particularly if I have to walk really long distances when I'm in just bad shape. It just gets worse and worse. So I look okay, but that's not exactly the. All right, let's see if we can get this. I'm now concerned for Oj that I did. Oh right, because it can't you can't do it directly. That's the problem. So what would be the most? So is it 6? There aren't a lot of times during the day that the minute hand is directly across. This time's pretty close, but it's still not exactly there. Is there any other time? Let me try this again. Times on the clock where the minute and hour hand are exactly opposite. Before I need to... Alright, let's... Yep. I wrote all these times down. Yeah, I have these written down on a sheet. I did a whole bunch of math. What are the other ones, though? Well, I could just keep going around. This is not right. There's no way. I got nothing. I had to try. It's like a weird artifact that's in the thing. It's like this isn't okay. I'm that idea is no good. All right. In a room in your house, you will have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. Has to be a room. Well, the monk one appears to be related to endgame puzzles, so I feel I don't have a choice but to pick it. Let's see if we can get a tunnel, and then I'll probably end stream on that. Because it's not in my notes that I've tried it. And there's so many references to, well, we tunneled another entrance, we did this. My guess is it's just going to say, I might have already tried it, where it's just like, no. Ah, yes. A New Clue by Marion Marigold. Pretty sure I've already looked behind this room before, too. Just looking for any letters or anything. Can we do better? You guys can't give me a tunnel for real? Looking for a tunnel, my guy. It's useful. That's helpful, Randy. Oh, perfect. All right, time to be disappointed. Yeah, that's a good. I've already earmarked that that's a good experiment for that. You need some way to generate steps. There's a few other ways to generate steps, but something you can repeatedly trigger at will like that's probably pretty good. All right, let's see how terrible this tunnel is. All right. Yeah, that's about what I figured it was going to look like. If you try to tunnel all your way past rank 9, they give you a free allowance. Yeah, there's nothing of importance. I should just. Yeah, I've not really messed with that mode, so goes in my notes. Tunnel total bust, because that's not even a graphic. It looks like you can find your way through it. Yeah, and I'm assuming well, how long do you have? Does this cursed mode lets you play more than one day? You're just always cursed, right? Yeah. Well, this if yeah, then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter. You need to use you need to be thinking a little bit more outside the box. There's a lot of ways to generate a lot of extra steps. But assuming that it doesn't like set you to 13 days. That's I actually don't remember how that works. If it sets you to 13 and then things like Sonic can count on top, then you might be okay, but if not, if you're always just starting each day at 13, yeah, you have to have like Silver Spoon and um, like what's the? Let's just get there and yeah, let's get there with the curse. Okay, so you need you need to find carryover items to coat check abuse. Here, just for you, we'll try a day one. That's funny. Yeah, I'm sure there's a few little things like that. Is that I wouldn't know. So I'm pretty sure upon going immediately to the left at the start. Uh, well, maybe when I actually finish the quote unquote real game, we'll we'll have a look at it. We'll do one day one run just for you. When I go left, I'm gonna get hallway, closet, and something else, and I forget what it is. Restore room. Look, it's the same bedroom. Look, it's the same three options every time. We'll see if we can get it. Sure. Was it middle box is the first one every time? True. True. They've moved it. So part of the strategy at the beginning here is there does appear to be like certain rooms that must appear. Like different than well, I wouldn't say that one day one's exactly unique, but like there's some other code that like prevents something from happening at the start. And I really don't understand what it is. But like, you'll see that I'm basically going through a particular pattern here at the start to get those 2 3-ways and basically burn as many rooms as I can that I basically just don't want to see later. I could have left that apple for an experiment. This is really good. I'm assuming you have 7 letters. If you don't have 7 letters, don't look. Courtyard's actually really good. Oh, it's really good. Well, it's a little. I think it's even more complicated than that. I think that there's actually several, like. Okay, don't say all set. We believe that there is an 8th letter. When I say we, was part of that discussion, and we all got all of the letters. Supposedly all of the letters. I don't know if there's an 8th letter. I would assume there is. It's just not been found yet. Good security. We've kind of blown through a lot of the. It's great. Okay, I do not. So one day, someday, Sunday. Oh, South was locked. Okay, it's actually pretty good potentially. I don't like adding more stuff. It's probably this. It could be this. At the moment, I don't have. At the moment, I don't have the sledgehammer. Still, I think that that's more dumb than the other one. Yeah, it might be time for that. I don't need to log in for anything, so forget about it. I need a key card. Not locked. Sure. I'm gonna risk that this is locked. Haha! What a fantastic closet. Okay, this makes it so we gain that door back. The best part is you don't actually have to go and do the lights or anything on a day one run. I had a run that was going to work. We literally got the foundation in a position. It was the last room. It was the last room, and there was no reverse door on it. It was just over. This sucks, but see, we're just ideally we just want to burn all of the rooms that have no exits. I just call them closets. Get rid of all the closets. That's a good one. I tried so hard to see if there was something at the back of the closet. Passageway is tempting, but I don't really want to waste that here. It's 2 gems, though. No, we need to do this. It's actually pretty good. Can't pick that anyways. Yeah, give me this. Well, we're running out of luck. Ooh, very tempting. Yeah, I like it. What a find. No keys though. That's kind of bad. I really don't want the archive, but I mean I could deal with getting the archive. That's better than workshop will give me what? Yeah, I'll gamble. It's not good, but I'll gamble. This one doesn't have the. Of course, this one doesn't have the upgrade discs. We just gamble. Yeah, we don't have a lot of steps. Just gamble. This run's kind of bad. I think this is observatory. Kitchen in the wrong direction. This one's observatory. Wow. Okay, so we just lose here. So I really need to go back to my other video because, like, basically the order in which I do these, we basically got a full house and everything the first time, and it just after doing it like 5 times in a row, I knew what the pattern was to get what I wanted because basically it's like a preset seed when you roll the new game. So if you go in a particular order, you should be able to get what you want. So the one that I got everything done, all it was I could just go get it. I just needed the foundation. So I just needed the foundation where I could get to the back. Yeah, yeah. I used to like the 3 apple update on the Boudoir, but now I get the one with the dice. No choice. We're just done. We're not done yet. Battery pack. The dining room does not play. This has to be passageway. Oh, it's music room. That's even sadder. Okay, well we're still playing. Technically, we got this key. Yeah. Um. Wow. None of these work. This might be furnace, and then we just lose. Furnace. Bedroom place. Bedroom place. At least a place. Yeah. Bummer. All right, we tried. All right. All right. Take it easy. Good talking with you. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Yeah, sometimes you just don't even get a run that's even close like that. But I figured I'd try something way different than what I was doing that was really close. See if I could just find. If you get a really good start, it helps. But otherwise, not so much. All right.